building.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So Morris Media Live.
Hello, guys.
Not you.
We're
What is that?
and we're here.
She was eager.
And how you guys doing? Welcome to You Got 15 Minutes. I'm G.
You're J Green. I'm G. We don't have JP, so it
I'm
threw her off.
everybody. You see, I'm everybody.
That's what it
now.
was.
But as you guys see, we're down a compadre. One of the amigos is missing today. We're JP down, like she said.
It's okay, we got Baxter. Y'all can't see him because he's asleep, but you can see his body. He's taking him for JP.
His butt's here.
Yeah, his butt's
His butt's here in frame.
Taking
For now. Till he decides he's gonna be a part.
Baxter always wants to make an appearance.
Oh, for sure.
He wants to be in everything.
He's light skinned. He's trying to get his
Hey, leave him alone.
He needs his 15 minutes of fame.
He does. He deserves it. He deserves it.
He's worked hard for
He's worked hard for his money.
He
He don't do shit, bro. And he runs around like he has a job, and then he just be laid up like he has a job, and then I gotta feed him.
This is
And
his house.
he sleeps like he works 8 hours. But one day I did take him to work with me for 8 hours, and he came back and he slept. He was knocked out like
So
a
that's
child.
what you need to do. Get a
So,
job.
The days that he really works, he said, job? Look, the days that he works, he's tired as fuck. The days that he doesn't work, he's tired as fuck. He just takes up space and
The
costs me
days-
money.
Sounds like some of you bitches baby daddies.
Pretty
but
much.
that's
Except I don't got to
neither
deal with kids.
here nor
I got to
there.
deal with him. But
I ain't got to
anyway.
deal with no kids either, thank God.
Period.
So, shout out to the summer.
Other than not having kids, how have you been?
Great, because I don't have any kids. So, school's out.
Doesn't matter to me.
There's way less traffic out on the streets.
True.
That's why it matters to me.
Right.
I can get there faster. I don't have to worry about that midday 2
The
p.m.
mom traffic.
to 4
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah.
traffic because all these damn kids is out on the street
Yeah.
crossing and doing all kind of trying to hang out. Now I know I'm old. I'll be like, damn teenagers, go home and do some homework. I'll be feeling mad. Like, what are y'all still doing out in the street? I'll be looking at the time. Like,
It's
oh,
it's
man.
3:30 and she's like, what y'all doing in the
It's
streets?
4:45.
traffic.
Y'all need to be home. But shout out to the parents that still got their damn kids for the summer. They better figure out something to go do. Summer camp, something. Learn an instrument. I don't know. But other than that, I've been pretty good. I've been mad about this weather. I'm not
Why?
feeling this all this gloomy shit. And
It's
everything.
June gloom.
I don't know. It's
It's a
Gemini
thing.
season. I'm ready for the sun to shine and the hot girl summer to begin. So
It can be
It's-
hot
it's
girl
upsetting.
summer in the June gloom. It's a gloom girl summer.
right, hot girl. Right.
Sad times. I mean, I think this is a good time to start going out because it's not hot, it's not sweaty yet. You can still dress somewhat warm, but
Yeah.
like not. You can still show a little bit of skin because it's not too hot yet.
Just a little
So
bit.
it just kind of it's like the preparation towards the heat.
Right.
So
I
you
feel
can
like
just start getting your outfits together.
right.
That's
If you
all it
still
is.
want to go get a silk press as they call them nowadays, you're still
Nah, but it's supposed to
still
rain.
safe. When?
Well, did you not see outside? It looked all gloomy and shit. It was like hella. And even last night, it said it was gonna rain over
Was
here.
it
I don't know if
as
it did.
the
'cause I
rain?
went to sleep, but it's supposed to start raining pretty soon. I heard it's supposed to be another like L somebody.
So
Nino, Nina. It's
look,
supposed to be L
y'all,
somebody.
it's the dog pound praying on my downfall. My fucking boyfriend
Put it up
Baxter
some.
is hating on my fucking debut.
That's all right. It's not his fault. Don't blame Nacho for
He
your
wants to be.
misdoing.
He wants to be a part two. No, he came and sat on the court.
I should have taken it.
Mm-hmm.
Not you, fat man.
Well,
Right.
have you made any
He's good now.
preparations for your birthday? Because your birthday is coming up.
No, no.
Your position.
Gotcha.
No birthday.
Gemini move. No. I'm gonna go holla at my girl Jam and J tomorrow. I'm gonna go get my nails done. I don't even know what I'm about to do to my hair. So if you're listening, I'll be on my bullshit tomorrow.
Right,
So
trying
see
to
you
figure it
then.
out.
No, literally.
You think you're gonna get braids? Are you doing a ponytail? You gonna do a dramatic ponytail?
I don't know.
You gonna bust a baby best friend?
Right.
she
I
got
should
her,
get like a
you
little
should.
side
A little side doo-wop.
something.
It's my birthday.
But I want
It's my
something
birthday.
easy because then it is like fake. It's like hot, but like not. And like I'm still trying to see what I can take advantage of, but not push the limits, you know? Because like I think I can give me a little winter hairstyle and then my little edges will be like buckled up by day 2. And I can't. What I'll do?
Braids.
Right.
Just kick it. Go back to the what you know.
Kick it old school.
Yeah, just go back to the braids. It's the summer.
So just
It's
wait
the
on it,
summer.
y'all.
It's time for
Just
the
wait on it,
braids.
and if you see me outside, turn me up. I'm trying to work and plan my turn up around
Her
my off
birthday
days.
is June 11th, y'all. In case you didn't know.
It is, but it's all Gemini
Month.
season.
But
all
we're just
month
saying,
long,
Green
period.
Day is June
Yeah.
11th.
Green Day,
So
June 11th.
we'll have to figure that
Shout out to my 611s out there, JP Fizzle, Jamarie. Who's my other 611? The other 611, and I think that's it.
Will.
Yeah, he's the other 611.
Oh, he's the other 611.
The 611.
JP5.
Yeah, shout out to him, JP Fizzle.
Oh.
I
Do you
talked
have
to
the same
him
birthday as
recently.
Kanye?
Shout out to him. I don't think he's on the 11th.
Oh, just kidding.
He's a Gemini though. Shout out to all the other Geminis. I'm mad that Trump's a Gemini too, to be honest. And I'm low key mad about Kanye, but Kanye lives his best life and he gives like mentally ill Gemini, but
Well,
I'm still here for it from a
but
distance.
I think there's enough good Geminis to balance out Trump. We can kind of knock Trump out. Speaking of Geminis, like Tupac. He just got his star today, guys, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Did.
Got his star. He died 27 years ago, and it took that long for him to get his star. But I heard that they were supposed to give it to him 10 years ago, but then there was some kind of thing, I guess, like with the family, that something happened, so they were like, nah, they didn't do it, and now they did it, and I saw footage of it. With the daughter, his sister, was out there, and that looked really nice. It's like, finally, I guess it's in front of, where do we say? In front of the Amoeba.
It looked like down towards Vine, like Hollywood Vine.
Like across. They look like they were right in front of Amoeba, in front of the store. So somewhere over there. So if y'all want to be touristy or whatever.
I'm like, which isn't that closed now too?
What? Nah, it didn't close.
It didn't?
I don't know. Maybe
it was supposed to.
I don't know, but that dude had walked by in the picture with the Amoeba bag. So I think it's still open. But anyways, y'all could let us know if it's still open.
Yeah, let us know, y'all.
But
let us know in the comments.
I thought about going to try to see that today if I didn't work because I was after the day off.
Oh.
But then the way I saw the footage today of how fucking lit it was, no sir.
You don't want to be in there with the dudes selling incense and body oils and Tupac photos
and Spider-Man
t-shirts
and Jordan spinning a ball. No.
And don't forget Mickey Mouse
and fucking whoever else.
And a thick Black Panther.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't be trying to be in Hollywood other than when we have to go to work. Otherwise, I'll be like, I'm straight. Because it's just too much going on.
Look, shout out to the Hollywood streets, okay?
Shout out to Hollywood streets, but
I've been out there since I was a wee teenager.
Yeah, but it's just not the same when you over 25.
And it's just not the same, period.
It's not.
Hollywood is very watered down
where it's at
compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be better. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
It's Hollywood, Vegas Strip, and Times Square, no differences. Jordan's out there, Spider-Man's out there, the big double-decker tourist buses are out there. It's dirty. The streets are crowded. There's
Square,
fucking
Hollywood,
police
Vegas.
Everywhere. There's bums everywhere. I'm sorry, there's transients everywhere. There's fucking people trying to do everything. Everything that you're going there to try to go see and be like, hey, I'm going to go to the whatever the fuck store. There's a line. It's like no matter what. So I really don't. If you've been to Times Square, you've been to Hollywood Boulevard. The only thing that Hollywood Boulevard has over all the other places is the stars in the street.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think it's funny that they put his star way the fuck down on Hollywood Boulevard because they were like, we can't put it over here.
Why not?
Like, yeah, why y'all couldn't put it with everybody else's?
Why not? Why
That's
not?
all I don't understand. Like they wanted to have everybody.
I want to know how they
determine
determine that, where the star goes.
I feel like it's like politics, like
Yeah,
real
and
estate.
Is
like
it like
anything
who
else.
pays for it, or like who?
I feel like it is.
Like, you know, and like you get to be prime time, like in front of certain
think
places
so.
if you were of
it's gotta
whatever.
be. Because why would it not be?
But then why the fuck is Tupac way down there? I need to understand Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Or
All
whoever the
eyes
fuck you
on
are.
me. All right.
Um,
we want to know.
I do. Because some stars you walk by and you're like, why the fuck is this person near this person? But I don't know, whatever. I'm sure
Right.
there's some technicals.
I don't think the placement next to one another are like.
What? I think so.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
Like they put key people next to each other?
Yeah, I think certain people probably don't want to be near certain people. I do.
You think
on
so?
on some OG, like back in the day, some racist shit. Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah, I think so. I think certain people were
They're
like,
like, no.
Yeah.
I wonder do they let them pick their spot? Or
I don't
like,
know.
you know?
I think it has to do with money. And like,
It's probably
where
for
you're
sure
at.
real estate. Like it's probably like venue
You
seats.
look like you got some facts.
Yes, I was looking it up, and
We
they're
got-
I don't know if they're separated by people like you were suggesting, but they are separated by types of celebrities.
Oh.
So if you're a musician, you're going to be with the musicians. If you're an actor, you're going to be with the actors.
Oh.
But if you black, you're not gonna be with the white people.
If you black, you're going to be over there
Grouped up with the
Pac.
other black people. Exactly. See.
On the East End.
Yeah, you're on. See, and it's
The
probably
East End of Hollywood.
probably depends on what side of the street too. I bet you that has some kind of weird shit.
Because you're more south of Hollywood
Yeah.
Boulevard.
The more
But you're across the street.
yeah, then the more like important you are, I feel like the more west down below
Right.
you're gonna be.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm closer
Closer to the
La
Chinese.
Brea,
And closer to the Chinese. 'Cause
Highland.
that's the hot spot. is the
Right.
Chinese. So the Chinese Man Theater, if you guys think what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I feel like that in front of the theater is like full, huh? Because then they have all the hands and
Probably.
the feet prints over there
Probably.
too.
But the radius outside of that is probably prime real estate.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't know if it's all filled up already.
They be like skipping every other
Other
thing.
one to
So,
make
you
it-
know, because like you said, that could be like a plot.
That's how I feel like. And maybe I don't know, maybe they're like maybe people like pre-purchased it. Or like
Or a studio. Or like somebody could be like for the next I've claimed whatever spots for the next 5 movie stars
Yeah.
that are under this
so if you had a star,
Whatever.
who would you want to be next to?
Tupac.
You know what? I mean, that doesn't sound bad. I'm like Tupac is a fellow Gemini, but I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know who else has stars that I care about that I want to be near. I'd have to like really look and like figure
Right.
out who's got a star. And then that's not who's gonna get a star. And what if I could be next to them and they just ain't got one
Let me
yet?
find out when I get old.
Yeah, I gotta
Let me-
wait.
Let me figure it
That's
out.
like a tricky one.
See, that's how I feel like people have pre-bought it. They like, I want that spot, but like, just wait. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Right.
All right, here we go real quick. The criteria for receiving a star consists of the following. Professional achievement, longevity in the category of 5 years or more, contributions to the community, and the guarantee that the celebrity will attend the dedication ceremony if selected. If they're dead already, the award requires a 2-year waiting period after death. After the Walk of Fame selection committee has made its selection, the Hollywood Chamber of Board and Directors also vote to approve the star, and then the final approval, the names are submitted to the City of Los Angeles Board of Public Works Department.
It sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
Politics.
Also, you don't get your money back if you don't make it. The money that you submit for your star, you don't get it back if you don't get your star.
Wait.
You don't get your deposit.
So you saying that I could apply to if I had
whatever the
like once I
criteria,
get
you meet the
5 years in
criteria.
this, I could be like, I want a star, and I gotta pay my fee, and then if they say no, they gonna keep my money.
That's and also it's
The Hollywood way.
It's 6 categories. The Walk of Fame is sectioned in 6 categories: motion pictures, television, radio, recording, live theater performance, and sports entertainment.
It's all a scam.
Wow.
It's all a scam.
I bet you they're gonna add another category with all this social media
Yeah, it's gonna be
stuff,
like podcasting. It's gonna be like
influencer, all that.
It's gonna be all kind of shit. Streamers, all kind of shit.
Because you
have
could
to.
go into the like positive because then they could be like, well, what about people be like judging what they're putting out there? But then you could go into like the people that are philanthropists on their channels, or like their platforms that are giving back and giving out money and going back and like volunteering, and like they get their money from their platforms and give it away. So I feel like it probably would go into, for sure, probably in the next like 10 years.
I think all those old people that are still in the academy have to die first.
You think so?
Yeah. In 10 years might be a good time, maybe.
10.
But a lot of those people that don't want to change shit,
They
gotta die first.
right? They're
They
like,
gotta die first.
we ain't
Yeah.
going for that.
They gotta die
Quick
first.
question for you guys: when do you think social media celebrities will start making it on this walk thing, or when it'll make a category?
Well, I think social media stars eventually want to become actors, and social media stars
Uh-huh.
eventually want to like, oh, I
Or
always wanted to
radio,
sing.
or-
I'm gonna like, I think they end up falling into
Uh-huh.
one of the other categories because they want to.
Yeah.
They eventually graduate from the internet and go
Yeah.
to TV and go to host and go do all that other stuff. So
Yeah. I think at that point it's about longevity. I think like
Yeah.
who's gonna be,
yeah,
a factor
yeah,
forward. Like who's gonna be a Ryan Seacrest, or like those go-to people for media when it's ever something big, or
Mhm.
like countdown, New Year's, whatever. Like they're your go-to. So
I think Kiki Palmer's gonna be that.
we'll see. And she's a good
lit.
example.
I love her.
And she kind of went reverse from being an actress to being an everyday household name from TV and all that stuff, which I feel like that's awesome too, because, and she went from like, that friend that comes in and like keeps it real to like, she's seriously reporting and giving you information. So I feel
Mhm.
like it's changed for her. She's gone into that being taken as a serious figure in media and in those avenues.
Yeah.
And for being as young as she is,
Mhm.
I feel like that's a great, stepping stone. And she's not like, she didn't come off or come in super uptight,
Yeah.
like a lot of people come in trying to be very conservative or,
Mhm.
you know,
Well, she's a Disney kid.
politically correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, she still knows how to give herself and her personality out that I think attracts people to it,
I think she's genuine.
Yeah.
I think that's what really makes her likable. It's because she's super genuine. She's super relatable. She's super
Yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
So she fits all the categories. But I like her.
Like a little new Black Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm here for it.
Right.
Go
Shout
ahead,
out to
Kiki.
her.
Do your thing, boo.
Okay. We got a couple things. Where do you want to start?
Right.
Let's start with the sad stuff.
Okay.
Let's start with that. Because that was really tragic.
Yes.
Yeah, RIP to DC Young Fly's baby mother, fiance, Jackie O.
Mhm.
Thoughts and prayers to her family, thoughts and prayers to all of her friends, and
Yeah.
especially to those kids, because they have like 3 kids, I think.
Mhm.
That was really sad.
Yeah. For
It was
those
really
that
scary.
haven't heard about it or whatever, she passed after she got a mommy makeover in
Mhm.
Miami from a doctor, and she passed. I don't know if it was immediately
Yeah,
after the surgery.
they found her
or
unresponsive in her room, but they still haven't disclosed if
what was
they
the
know
cause.
what exactly it was, but they just know that she had posted that earlier that day that she was getting mommy makeover or
Yeah.
whatever. So we're just assuming, because you never know what could happen afterwards.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I
a
had
risk.
actually seen that post because when I heard she
Yeah.
had passed, I was like, "Oh my God!" She just was talking about I'm
Yep.
gonna get a mommy makeover, and I don't remember where I saw it, but I don't know if they went back and deleted it from her page.
Probably.
Is what I'm assuming. So after the fact, because they didn't want to fucking see all those fucking
Yeah.
comments going back and forth and people speculating.
Yeah.
But I thought the same thing. Those babies, like, and I already know, like, she works and he works, but like, she seems like she be with those kids a lot, and
Yeah.
she's active in their life.
One of
and-
them's under 1.
yeah.
Like, it's brand new.
But from what I know, she's always been, like in the house being mom, like, and now you got 3, and and I know he works a lot, so it's like your whole structure is like just gone at that point, and it's a big
scary.
hole, and he had
It's
2
scary.
girls, so it's like,
Yep. That's really scary. All that surgery shit is really scary because you really never know how your body's going to react afterwards. You don't know how you're going to go to that and how you're going to go through that anesthesia.
Yep.
You don't know anything. And then, it's really sad.
Yeah, be careful, y'all. Make sure.
Yeah.
And then I seen something about they were talking about the doctor that they were saying like he's a surgical doctor, but he's not a cosmetic surgical doctor, and that. But I don't know how true that is. So, but the part they were saying like because they were emphasizing researcher doctors look, and they were. This person was pulling up like things from there, like I think it was Yelp or like Google reviews,
on
yeah,
the doctor.
and they were saying it was going back and forth about some people saying that they were promised aftercare and they weren't given any, and like I think they said that the website stated there would be some aftercare or that he specializes in having great aftercare or something like that, but people seem like the aftercare part seemed like it was a little consistent with like it's a little chip or some kind of like fine print of like yeah you don't really get as much as they claim it or something like that. So but apparently he doesn't belong to one office. He like moves around, you know, like so I was kind of like
scary too.
That is, I'm like, it sounds very sketch when they were like laying it all out because I'm like, I don't pay attention to it because I'm not even thinking planning on getting another nuns. I don't be looking, Googling, looking. Ooh, Mr. Mayan. No, I'm too scary. Okay, I'm barely too scared to get on a roller coaster. I'm like, something's gonna happen. My ear gonna pop. I'm gonna lose my hearing. I don't know. I can't. So that I'd probably be researching too much. He'd be like, "How'd you find that out?" If I'm gonna get plastic surgery, he'd be like, "How'd you know that about me?" I done looked up his whole fucking life. So you went to high school, boy? Like, how the fuck do you know that? Because I looked you up. Okay, God damn it, I need to know. But it is our condolences to his family, though, on a serious note, because that is very unfortunate. But you guys got to be careful about.
Yeah, just
take care of yourself when you go under the knife. Period. Honestly, because people live their own lives, whatever. But once you go under the knife, your body and recovering is.
But also, before you go under the knife, a lot of people think they could just go get surgery. I'm not saying that she thought this way, but people think you could just go get surgery and then they just go and cut off whatever you don't want. But there's so much preparation that goes into being healthy enough and to get cleared by your doctor to get the surgery. You have to have like your heart rate has to be good. You got to like be of a certain weight. You can't be obese. You can't like, you know, have you can't have too many things going on. They're going to tell you got to lose weight. You got to stop smoking cigarettes. You got to like, you know, up your vitamins. You got to like take care of yourself and then go get that shit chopped off. So if, you know, I think that people really need to.
And someone was saying too, as far as her that baby, I don't even think was a year old. No. So like they were saying maybe it was too soon for her to have gotten a major surgery like that. Because they were saying that a mommy makeover typically is like a lift, a breast augmentation, lipo.
It's 3 surgeries at one time.
BBL, yeah. So it's like it's a lot on your body, and she just had a baby. So it's like that could have been just in itself one of the factors. But
either way, it's still sad. You know, still unfortunate, and thoughts and prayers again.
Yeah,
because that was really sad. Let's see. Something that's going on over here.
Right.
In California. In Spirit of Pride Month is
also June.
Yeah, June Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. But Glendale School District, there's been
a
whole protest, a whole fucking kerfuffle. If I've ever seen one, over 2 things.
Yeah.
It was over
was it an email?
No. The first one was over the month of June being recognized as Pride Month for the last 4. This is like the 4th year that they recognize it as an actual like holiday month. And they vote for it, I guess, every year. And this year it passed again. And they went batshit in Glendale. I think it was protesters that were protesting that, and then there were Armenian people out there protesting. There was a fight between the protesters and the people, the ops, I guess.
Right. The ops.
So that was televised. Motherfuckers was punching each other. It was all kind of shit. Cops didn't. There was no pepper spray. There was no guns drawn. Nobody got killed. It was just a lot of letting them fight each other out. And then there was also protesting because I guess the Glendale School District is allowing for what I'm going to call sex education for LGBTQ in elementary school. So that was a whole nother situation. Everybody's fucking going crazy. Like Pride Month is new.
Yeah, that's the thing for me. Like, why are y'all upset as a community that something is being recognized for the 4th year in a row amongst a bigger community that has been recognized for much larger? So it's not like this is the only community in the area that recognizes it. And now it's such a big thing. But like you said, the police are out there fighting hand in hand with these people.
No, they weren't even fighting. The police weren't even doing anything.
They're still hand in hand. In any other scenario, they'd be out there with the little billy clubs, and their SWAT shields and the whole 9 yards, and they're out there looking like they're in London breaking up a bar fight, and they're out there in the street. Of California.
They were just kind of like, stand back, fight, move to the
watch
side.
out so they can fight fair.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let them get one-on-one. Hold on. It was so burnt out. One, it's a waste of resources. Why are we out there? Two, you got the news out there making a spectacle. This is ridiculous. You should have more news cameras in Hollywood showing Tupac,
fathers,
than
mothers,
people out there fighting about this. That even the superintendent of Glendale School District came on camera like, yeah, this is something they vote for every year, and they voted again, and it passed again. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. She was like, yeah, anyway, okay, keep it moving. So I just think it's crazy. I personally feel like the people that, like, you want there to be an agenda. You want there to be this gay agenda that's like, I'm gonna turn your kid into a whatever. There's this thing when really all it is, in my opinion, is you're trying to teach children that there's more than just a male and a female now. That's really all it is. It's not that that's right. It's not that that's what you stand for. It's not that it's not against your religion, because it could be against your religion all you want to, but that dude with titties is still walking around. That's how I look at it. Like, you can believe whatever you want, and you can teach your kid whatever the fuck you want to. And I'm not saying teach your kids hate, but if you're going to choose to teach your kids that dude with titties is going to hell, that's your fucking prerogative. But that doesn't change the fact that there's a dude walking around with titties, and your kid is going to be like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where I really am like, the agenda is to make things normal so that kids aren't 12 years old, 15 years old going, what? Just like you had to normalize these white kids, that there were black kids coming into their school, just like you had to normalize that girls and boys can go to school together, just like you had to normalize that there's that you can be friends with the kids that go to a private school and the kids that go to a regular public school. Like, it's the same thing. You have to teach that kid that they don't eat the same shit than we eat at our house because they are African and we're Mexican. Or you have to teach them that you do your hair differently. You were taught something totally different with your hair than I was with my hair. To me, it's all the same thing.
Because to me, it's like, where do you draw the line with, like, fighting what they teach in school
with what they're going to learn anyway?
A place that they're supposed to learn names to things and concepts and places and people. And like you said, dude, her, he, him, they will still be around with the dick with tits, and they need to know what that consists of or what that means beyond. But see, I feel like it goes back to the old-fashioned way of people feeling like, let me discuss that in my own home. Like, that's private. Like, let me teach them what I want.
But in school, you're learning in school what your private parts are called. And you're as a parent, I'm not a parent, but shout out to all y'all that are great. But in school, they're teaching your kids, these are their private parts. They're teaching them that, and you're reinforcing it at home. Right? You're teaching your kids what it is, so that when you go, I have friends now that are like, my kids can't go to school until they can say my penis, my vagina, my butt, until he knows all the spots that nobody's supposed to touch. He's not sending his kid to school. And I didn't get it till I got it. So if you're teaching your kids what their body parts are. I didn't say anything about what those body parts do in school to a fifth grader.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you anything
Right.
happens there
The
except for
sexual aspect
that's how
of
you
it.
go pee, that's how you
Uh-huh.
poop, and that's how you feed babies. That's pretty much what you're doing. You're teaching them the body parts.
Yeah.
And so I get the argument of that, but you weren't worried about what those parents were what those teachers were teaching your kids about body parts until it became body parts that you didn't agree with.
Yes, something else included.
Because everything
into the
else in
norm.
school, kids come home and are like, "Mommy, I learned blah blah blah,"
Yeah,
and then you're
whatever
like,
the fuck.
"That's when you have the oh fuck, they're teaching that in school."
Yeah.
So when people get offended, you can teach your kids about gay shit on your own time because school can't teach you that.
Yeah.
So that's great. The argument's fine, but I feel like just as a 5-year-old is learning boobs and pee and butt and all that,
Yeah.
they're gonna learn now that somebody's dad out here has tits. I'm dead ass though.
Yeah.
Somebody's mom out here looks like a man and
Yeah.
chopped her boobs off.
Yeah.
Like, and how are you gonna teach them that?
What is that?
And
What
when
does
are
it
they
look
gonna
like?
learn that? Because by the time these kids in 5th grade, kindergarten, whatever the fuck it is right now, by the time they're 25,
Yeah.
their dad with tits is still gonna be walking around with their dad. And what, you're not gonna teach his kids? Someone said, I had an argument with someone that said, "Oh, you don't teach these things till like 12." You knew what the fuck your tits were before you were 12. You knew they were coming before you were
Right.
12. You
Mhm.
knew that you were gonna bleed before you were 12. Boys know, oh, this thing gets hard way before they're 12.
Yeah.
So I
But
just
feel like-
I
and
can't.
too, even back then, there were people fighting that kids shouldn't learn about reproduction or girls shouldn't learn about their periods and blah blah blah. So it's like, even when that was in, it was still like that was too much. So now it's like, you want to leave. To me, people want to leave things to their own home, which they're not going to talk about. Like, they want to leave it to mystery, and then they
Can't
want to
read
leave
any
it
of
to right. I'm like, I can't see that.
I can't see it. I want to.
No, he had it up there.
I had it up, yeah, but it's
We
Mr.
blind,
Sandoval. He says when G
Shout out
was
to Mike.
6, when G was 6, we went to San Francisco and she saw a man in a dress.
Oh
She
shit.
asked me, "Dad, why is that man wearing a dress?" I said, "Because he wants to." G said, "Oh, end of story."
Period. I remember going to San Francisco. Shout out to my dad. You guys, that was my dad. Shout out to him. He be going live in Thailand. Y'all go follow his little lives and watch his stuff because he be out there lit. I remember going to the gay pride parade in San Francisco with my dad, but I don't remember that. But I remember being sitting there like, oh, okay,
Of course.
all right, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I just as simply as he was like, I didn't question it. I was like, oh, all right. And that was 1989 or like whenever
Right,
the fuck
that
that
was
was.
back in the
I was
day.
6. So fucking 92, whatever. Like, huh? And there was nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just think it's like teaching your kids about sex and teaching your kids about body parts. Y'all
Yeah.
gotta like stop trying to blur that because LGBTQ people or they, her, she, whoever it is, want to teach you, hey, I can have both. That doesn't mean that doesn't have anything to do with sex.
And
That
even
doesn't
if
have
it was
anything
like,
to do with that.
even if they were teaching about intersex, people would still have a problem with that, but that still falls under the LGBTQ plus group. So it's still like, why should kids not know about that in any way, shape, or form in order to be able to prepare them for life and the things around them? Because honestly, to me, the parents out here, they've been failing the fucking kids, which is why they don't know shit now, and they're out here being
These kids
weird
are out
as
here
it is
dumb.
anyway.
Sorry, y'all. But these kids be out here dumb as fuck.
They be like,
These
what's
kids
an
can't tell
STD?
time. They can't tell regular clocks.
They on drugs.
They don't know how to read maps unless it's got a blue line on it on their phone. They don't know how to do a lot of
That is
things.
nuts.
They don't know how to do a lot of things. And I'm not blaming y'all. I'm just like, damn.
Right.
I'm just like, shit.
It is. The kids now are different. They're like more babied. I feel like the phone
are.
is like a little.
It's a crutch.
It's like a little pacifier for bigger kids.
It's a crutch.
It's like, here you go. Have
Definitely
fun.
is. Yeah.
Have fun.
Everything's too accessible. They don't know how to work for anything. That's the problem. That's what I think. But
Right. I'm like, well, on to the next
yeah.
thing. On that note,
On that note,
do you think that people are like addicted to the social media attention that they get, and that it's making them like not
Kids
be
or
able,
adults?
No, yeah, for
Oh,
adults.
adults.
Onto
Oh.
the what these damn kids will grow into.
because fuck these kids.
Yeah,
All right.
not the kids, grown ass
Grown
folks
ass
only.
piece of shit adults.
18, 21 plus.
Let's say 21 plus 18 is a kid.
Yeah, I'm just saying, at least you can hear about it.
Wait, what's the question?
Are they addicted to? Do you
oh.
think addicted that them being addicted to the attention from social media, like just DMs? Oh, you look good, like men and women. Do you think that keeps them from like being completely committed as far as not engaging with those DMs or not looking for that attention? Like, you know, people that like maybe post suggestive selfies or, you know, thirst traps or like however you want to put it, like that people backslide from their relationship because of the shit in the DMs and the people hitting them up and the accessibility.
I think that the internet has just given those that like you are already the type to do that anyway. Just now we could do it through our phones. Before you might have like somebody might be in a relationship and the attention was going to the mall. The attention was at school. The attention was elsewhere, but you were still out on the block, standing in front of your car, or going somewhere with your boys, going somewhere with your girls, going to dinner, doing whatever, being at the bar when you don't have no sense being at the bar because you got a whole man at the house, or vice versa. Like, I feel like the attention was just being like gratified in a different way because you didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
And then when we got pagers, it was like, oh, your pager keep going at who's sending you,
who looking for you?
You know what I'm saying? And
your
then it's like, oh, who you gotta go call, who got your pager number? And then when it's like cell phones, it was like, oh, your phone blowing up. Now it's like your notifications won't stop going off.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just evolved.
you?
I think the attention seeking way has just evolved to cell phones. But if you were already the type that needs the attention from whomever, you were going to do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? And a phone is just a way for you to do it on a sneak tip, because now you're not hanging out at the mall. You're not at all the parties. You're watching somebody's live while they're at the party, and you're just commenting like how they're watching us right now, that you're still getting attention. But I think that the more people are focused on the internet, like the more we use the internet, the more people are, it's easier for people now to just kind of be like to whatever they're going through because they can get the attention elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to be like, we got in a fight, I'm about to go swipe. You know, it's easier to do that now, whereas before
that's a t-shirt right there. We got in a fight, I'm gonna go swipe.
Yeah, fuck. I just gave that to the internet. I'm mad. But you know, before it would be like you get mad, you go to the bar.
Yeah.
That, you know, in the movies, it would be they get in a fight and the man will go to the bar and you see him stressed out at the bar, or the girl will go to her homegirl's house, or you know what I'm saying, she goes to the mall and go shopping. Now it's like,
get on the phone.
I'm finna get on the phone. I'm finna swipe. I'm finna like. I'm finna go on a date.
Hit my ex and tell my boyfriend be tripping and doing dumb shit, and I miss being with you.
And I also think on the flip side, you can still look at your ex and his new girlfriend and be tore
up. That could be me and Bora Bora.
Yeah, and so you can't.
That was supposed to be our trip.
You could be the attention, not the attention that the internet gives you, but like the attention to FOMO? The internet. No, like you could have FOMO as fuck and could ruin whatever you have going on because you think it's supposed to turn out how the internet tells you. You think you're supposed to fight how the internet tells you to fight. And it's not.
Right.
Because the internet is not real.
It's like the WebMD of medical issues.
But then at the same time, trying to explain to a 20-something-year-old that the internet is not real, they don't even understand what that means. Because as I said that, I was like, how would I explain that to my little brother? Right. My little brother's 24, 25, however old he is. He doesn't know anything but the internet.
Yeah.
So how can I explain to him that the internet isn't real? But he's like, that's how I got my job, like from the internet. Like,
it's real.
You tell me that the internet's not real, but you're telling me to go ask Google. You're telling me to go. Right. You're saying the internet's not real, but the internet lasts forever. Watch what you put on the internet. So it's like, how do you explain to them that the internet is not real, but it is real, and to them it's the most real. It's more real than this because they're like, it lasts forever. You know. So
it's some young ones putting out the little nasty ass videos and all kind of shit, and girls having, instead of like back in the day, a girl did some nasty shit in school and you just heard about it.
But now you get paid for it.
But now it's like you can record it and then
and get paid for it.
exploit it. And
Bad
it's like,
baby.
uh-huh.
That's a perfect example. As soon as she
Right.
turned 18, her fucking OnlyFans shot up because you guys are
Cash me
gross and you guys
outside.
were waiting for an 18-year-old to show her her boobs. That's weird. You guys have daughters that could be 18.
Nasty.
That's disgusting. But that shows you they're just waiting for her, and she did nothing but say, "Cash me outside."
How about that?
How about that? And then
and was a kid.
the next thing you know, she's fighting and all this bullshit, and now she's famous. So the age of all the things that we're like, oh, we can just go outside, or oh, we can just go do whatever.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, but I can make a living on the internet. I can show my
Right.
ass on the internet, then in the second that it takes for it to go around my school, I will get
gotta be a
paid.
check.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get paid for that. So they're like, I'm gonna go viral because now everybody's watching me, so now I'm gonna go viral, and now TikTok's gonna pay me, and I can go on that other fucking BGO or whatever that shit is, and I can get paid, I get coins, I get roses, I get gifts, and all this shit. And meanwhile they're like, oh, and you want me to have residual income? I found it with my ass on the internet. Touche. Meanwhile, I work a part-time at
You mean
In-N-Out.
get a job?
Meanwhile, I work a part-time at
Showing ass.
In-N-Out because In-N-Out pays like $20 an hour or some shit to flip burgers. And she's shaking her ass on the internet and makes more money than I made in my first 3 years of life and in 1 year.
Shut up. Hey,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
how
Like-
it goes down nowadays.
So the internet, the attention addiction, it's like it's addiction both ways, to give it attention and to get attention from the
Mhm.
internet. I feel like it just, you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Can I chime in real quick? I got
Yes, you can.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I think it was about 10 or 15, maybe even a little longer. There's a girl who killed herself because she was being bullied on the internet because somebody tricked her into showing a picture of her breasts.
I feel
And
like I
then
kind of
it went
remember
around
that.
How
and then
old
she-
was she? Like
She was
13?
young. She was like 15,
Yeah,
maybe
something
14. And then could you imagine what she must have felt at that time? Like, everybody in the world's going to see my tits now, where there's very few women where everyone hasn't seen their, you know.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I remember
Yeah,
my
It just
senior.
made me think of that. That you guys talking about that made me think of, like, she would have been okay. She
Yeah,
would have been fine.
yeah.
But back then, she didn't know OnlyFans was coming. She didn't know the internet and everybody would be showing their tits.
Yep. I
Right.
remember there was a girl in my high school that that something happened to her and they took a picture of her sucking dick or something, and I remember coming out of the classroom and there was pictures of it, black and whites, and it was like on the stairs. So I was like going down the stairs, it was like do 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 do, and you couldn't, you're just looking up like, and it was too tall to reach, and we were like, how the fuck did
Mhm.
someone do that? And it was like this whole thing, but that was 2004.
Before the,
So they, it was like
social
2002,
media.
3, something like that. So that was before. That was like before MySpace.
you didn't have to put it on AIM.
They had to like print that out, yeah, and like make copies and Kinkos, and then
I sent it to
print
your
it across the
AOL
school.
email.
Yeah, and that girl was like devastated.
Yeah, no, I don't.
And
even
that was
think
just in our
you
school.
couldn't even send attachments yet. Oh no, you could, but it took forever.
Yeah, it took forever to download it.
There was no video accessible that easily
Fuck no.
and transferable
What?
to computer.
No, there
So
was
it was
not.
only a photo, and that was after you scanned it and put it on the computer and then cropped it down to fit. And then because it used to come big as hell at the bottom of the email.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, yeah, it was like regular
It was like a
full size.
poster size
huge
photo
picture.
in your email.
Yeah,
And then you'd have to fucking scroll all the way down and all
Yeah.
the way down, or
Yeah,
like
you have to-
minimize it.
Yep.
to
Remember the
see the
codes
whole
you used to have to
photo.
put on it to attach a picture? You used to have to put a code before and after the picture to attach it to something.
No.
No, I didn't used to do that. But see, I used to be my MySpace was popping back in the day. So if I had to really realize that I was coding, I could have been a coder
Right.
now. But that's why they didn't want your ass to know shit, because
Is that JP?
J-Do.
oh no, that's not J.
Oh.
That's not JP. Social media is what did it say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, Granny can't read.
It says Dr. Phil helped that out, talking about bad.
He probably subscribed to Bad Bunny first. Right.
Right, he probably
Fucking
did.
nasty ass Dr. Phil, right? He probably did. It says social media has also turned more people into private investigators also. Yeah, like me. Greenlight PI services. If you didn't know,
She can find out.
yeah, you want to find your baby daddy or your mama or whoever, I'll look it up. $5 a background check.
Attention
Holla at
have
me.
become true. Or they were already that person and just waiting for the attention to validate them being like that, and then they just went full throttle. Like,
People
fuck
are
yeah!
attention whores because of the attention that they didn't get growing up, and that's fucked up. But it's the truth, and you got to get over it. And stop
Or they're
looking
attention
for
whores
it.
because you just were used to getting attention. Because even
That
people
too.
that got attention still want attention.
Oh yeah, because I feel like certain people is different things. Because like to me, like there's people like the people that like recycle hella like selfies, like are always posting like their own like pictures of themselves, throwback pictures, like you know, like consistently, like every day, all the time, or like some kind of quote. Like I feel like some people are habitual, like they do that. Like everybody, you know, has their moments, whatever. But I feel like some people habitually do that, and it's like for some reason, for now, I see sometimes what people are doing as far as like being into paying attention to your algorithm and all that shit and how your page works and all that other shit. For some people, I get it, but other people, I feel like you're just attention whoring. Like if you do some kind of business and whatever, like I get if you're promoting shit and blah blah blah, that's one thing. But some people will just be like, okay, and especially even too, it's like, oh, it's the thirst traps, or oh, it's the whatevers, and it's like people are eating breakfast and you post some thirst traps. Like
people are eating breakfast Sunday.
People like just like people wake up and eat breakfast. You woke up and wanted some attention. So you decided to post a picture, and like now people are going to be in your inbox. Maybe it might spark conversations. It might spark somebody that's like, but if you're out there, but then it depends on what you're doing. Because if you're out there selling that's the dream that you're selling, then that's what you want.
I think people want to go viral. Even it's not even the attention, like, oh, I need how many likes I get. I think it's like I could go viral. Mm-hmm. Like I could become famous. Like I'm a regular person and somebody could like my shit and I could go viral. Because it's like the most least expecting sometimes people. Something goes viral. They're like, I was never expecting that. So they may not be attention whoring. They might just be like, oh, who knows if I post this in my person, I could go viral. And that could change my life. And I could, whatever. They think it's going to lead to all these things because one person sees your video. But then you hear all the people that are like, all it took was Rihanna to share my thing. And then, you know what I'm saying? Or like one person to reshare it. And then you're like, I'm viral. So, and then the next thing you know, you're an attention whore because now you're viral and you got that spark of attention. You got your 15 minutes and then you're fucking lit. And now you're like, it is JP. Maybe it's not.
I told him we need confirmation. So hopefully the next.
Are you the real JP?
I need prove to me that you're the real JP. Prove it. Prove it. We need confirmation. Yeah, I need you to prove it. Where else do we want to go? We got a few things left. Where's the time? We got a few things left.
Where are we doing?
Let's see.
Oh wait, here we go. This
he's
might
proving
prove
it.
This might prove it.
See.
I think some people who have been given too much so access. Oh yeah, that's him. That's what made me think it was him in the first place. I was reading and I said, yeah, it's giving JP. Yeah, giving JP. He done commented too many times. Call me Dr. Perry J. And he's kind of, all right. Okay, hey, Dr. Perry J.
Proven.
Okay,
some want the experience of going viral and getting known. Period. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They do.
Hey, shut! I'm one of them at this point.
Shut up.
I'm trying to go viral.
Viral.
You see me doing something weird on the internet, my own business.
She offended us weird.
You see me go. I'm gonna sit on birthday cakes.
No.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, let's get weird.
Like
the third one.
Cakes?
No, the fourth one. The fourth one.
I'm like,
I knew she was gonna do that.
2, 3.
I knew she was gonna do that, you guys. The one after the protest.
Oh, see, now you fucked me up. Now I'm like, wait, which one is out?
What would you do?
Yeah. Okay, so
Dr. Perry J.
What would you do? Yeah,
wait,
Dr. Perry J
wrote a paragraph. What does that say?
Bring your ass in, Dr. Perry J.
Hold on.
Right.
Read it out loud. Granny can't see.
Some people have.
Go ahead. Because Granny can barely see. So.
Some people have stories and shit to tell, but are too shy to do it in a normal kind of let me just express way, and may have the ability to share and express the charismatic type of way.
I see that, but that's still too like it depends. If you're trying to be a comedian or you're trying to go viral, or it's still like it's got to be something. Because okay, like for instance, I think, and something that I can't get with is like, say I tell this funny story and I'm like, oh, fuck it, didn't record. I'm not gonna sit there and fake tell that same stupid ass story like it's.
I am.
But see, for me, it's not gonna give what it gave the first time.
Yeah, but it could give something completely different that's even better.
And then what about the third time? Like, it to me, it's like, where does it lie from authenticity to now it's scripted and it's not authentic?
See, as
You
a
know what I'm saying?
storyteller, I'll tell the same story.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
verbatim.
Yeah, I can tell the same story.
Mhm.
So to me, telling the story a second time, sometimes it's
It
better.
gets better,
Because you could think something was funny and it was funny in the moment, yes, because it was like you had to be there, cool. But the way you tell the story can change
yeah.
when you tell it the second time because you might remember other details.
Mhm.
You might realize, oh, this sounds better when I say it like this, or you
Mhm.
might just be in a different space, even though it's like immediate. Oh fuck,
Yeah.
I didn't hit record. You have to say it again, and you could just bring out different shit.
Mhm.
That's why there's so many takes when you record shit. Me and you
Yeah.
have when we first started filming, and we tried to film those fucking, we tried to film commercials in the backyard. Lord have mercy. That
was
it
a
was
mess,
a you would have thought we'd never been in front of a camera before.
I haven't. I'm shy.
And it was so bad. And then the more we just
Okay.
kept practicing it, kept practicing it, kept practicing
Okay.
it, and we got better. So it's kind of the same thing with storytelling. Comedians have to go out and tell the same jokes on a tour. They may switch it up, maybe the order,
Yeah,
but the
that.
bit for the most part, because of how that shit goes,
Mhm.
it has to start here and it has to end here, and they have to tell it with the same, if not more, every time on a 50 city tour.
And that's me now,
You know?
realizing that as an adult. I'm like, oh, that's why comedians go into acting, because they are acting these jokes out, because it is not the authenticity of telling it the first time and telling it, it is like they have to.
No, it's authentic when they're telling the story. They just have to remember to tell it the same way to get the same reactions. So it's not that it's not authentic.
Well, and it's, or I should say, like, in the moment, I guess, because they've done it over and over, but they still deliver that enthusiasm.
Yeah, because they have to
and all
feed
that.
off the audience. There has to be, you know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to record something, I would never say I'm not gonna fucking record it again. I'm for sure gonna record it again. I'm just gonna record it until it sounds better. Because it's the first time, the first re-record might sound like, fuck, I have to record this. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, you might sound irritated.
Yeah.
So it might not even be that great. And then you can go back and watch it. And then you're going to be mad that you didn't put out your best product on the internet. So I'm going to go back and
do
tell it.
again.
And if you're, I don't know, I don't think about the authenticity behind them telling the story. I think about, is the story believable? I'm going to think about that before I think about re-recording something on the internet to get likes. Now, if you're just recording it, just like I've told stories on the internet and only done it on the first take. Like I told some story about somebody cutting me off, I think it was, and I just did it in the first take. But if I was doing it for money, if I was an influencer, then I want it to seem as entertaining. So like the authenticity to me is it just believable at this point? Mm-hmm. Obviously it's not, the enthusiasm isn't going to be there, but you're doing it for money. So you're going to be enthusiastic. You're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I think the authenticity should be like, is this story too detailed? Is this too cookie cutter? Like, is it easy to figure out this bitch is lying? You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much.
Like, it sounds scripted.
It sounds scripted, especially when it sounds scripted.
Yeah.
That to me is the biggest, like, you know?
Yeah.
Because you could tell when someone's just off the dome retelling the same story. Because it might not sound the same every time, but scripted. Then I feel like you're just here for a like or two.
Yeah.
You know? So, you were supposed to.
Oh yes. So what do you do if your partner doesn't? Dr. Perry J, tap in with us. You already know. What do you do if your partner does not fulfill your sexual needs? And if you've discussed it with them and they're not okay with it, is it then okay for you to step out and get your needs met? Period.
So I'm not happy in the bed, and I tell you I'm not happy in the bed, and you don't.
Well,
do
what would you do if
it?
you're not getting your sexual needs met? In the
I'll
bedroom?
finna say something first. I'm finna try to figure it out. See, but I'm I'm gonna peep the scene for a long time. So that's
going on.
that's my downfall is that
Intel.
I'll peep, I'll do intel too long trying to discover some
Shut
shit
up.
and then it doesn't work out.
They're
Or by
like,
the time
huh?
I'm like ready to be like, yeah, they like, you know. So but I probably, because I'm such a feeler and such a talker and such a like, oh my god, what's wrong? I'm gonna want to know what's happening.
Mhm.
What happened? I want to know. I don't want none of that. Like,
But what if it's just something that they're not into?
I'm pretty sure you'll know in the moment, right? Like,
But I guess what if it's something that's important to you, but it's not as important to them?
so
And
that's
then-
weird because the importance of sex is to nut and for it to feel good throughout. Potentially make babies if that's what you're
So what
going
if he
for.
was like not even like if he wasn't worried about making you nut?
We have an issue. We're not going through that too many times. What? That's why
What
are
are we doing?
What are we doing?
What
Why
are
are
we
we
doing?
here?
That's a notorious quote, y'all.
What are we doing?
What
Do
are
you
we
know
doing?
what you're doing? We're
What are we
to
doing?
work.
What are we doing? I think that first of all, identify because niggas ain't shit. And they really don't. Well,
Give us
a lot
fucking
of
chicken sandwich.
a lot of men, yeah, they'll fuck a chicken sandwich, but a lot of men think they know women and their body, and they really don't. They know how women's body relates to them. They don't really know how it
Yeah.
relates to women
Yeah.
and what pleases us. And most niggas fuck like they're watching a porno, which i.e. ain't finna make nobody come or do whatever it is you think she's doing on there. It's not. So, I mean, for some, yes, fine. But everybody, no. So the reason why y'all are unsuccessful and bitches be not calling you back and running from you, that's why. So stop fucking like you on a porno and you'll be good.
I think niggas don't know they don't know how to fuck because these bitches don't say anything.
Right. And that's
Y'all are
too-
letting them run amok and frolic in the fucking
communication.
forest when they don't need to be there.
For me, I'm gonna try and talk about it until I'm gonna try and keep talking about it until I figure out why you don't want to do it, and then I'll be like, so you ain't trying to try it, like we can't try it. But for me, aside, I don't think I could be with that person because not about they won't do it, but the fact that you're closed-minded. You know what I'm saying? That you're not willing to even entertain the idea of it as far as our relationship goes because you're anti. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to be with me and we're gonna be together, just like if it was anything else, it couldn't just be like no and this is it. Like it's like okay, well, like because then where does it go or where
Yeah.
does it end? You know,
Yeah.
like with intimate, like I don't want to cuddle and I like to cuddle, and then you just like we're gonna sleep in separate beds. We finna Lucy and
Desi.
you know, yeah, Lucy and Desi, like. So what? Just so I can make sure you stay over there and you don't try and cuddle me and put your feet on me because I don't like it, but then you're with a cuddler. Like, how's that gonna work? You know what I'm saying?
But
So
then there's those people that are like that and like don't cuddle and don't do like and are the complete opposites of each other and be together for like 57 million years.
but I feel like that's if those things are not that important to you. But I feel like if it's something important to you, you're finna fucking dip because it's finna drive you crazy. Unless I feel like you know it's an even trade-off. Like you're like, he loves to golf and I hate to golf and he doesn't make me go with him or whatever. He takes his brother or whoever that likes to golf. So he does that. So he lets me go to fucking Barbie roller skating or whatever with my brother or like whatever, you know? So it's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? I feel
But
like
a
some people
trade-off was sick.
yeah, right. A trade-off is that. But see, at the same time, what if somebody's into one thing that the other person not into? They're like, well, you like this and I don't like it, but they're like, okay, well, if we each try it once, what about that? Like, you know? Because what if y'all both are into something the other person's not down, but then you're like, okay, I'll be open if you'll be open to your, like, I'll try yours if you'll try mine.
I mean, that's ideally what you want is for somebody to be like, yeah, okay, let's try whatever. But
Yeah.
in the event that you're with somebody and you get to the point where that question to me meant we've been fucking and now I'm bored. Because if my sexual needs are not met by you, that means either this is new and it's not working out, so I could just skedaddle, or we've been fucking and I'm bored. So
Yeah.
if I've been fucking and now I'm bored, which to me is a more like makes more sense. Like that's a more plausible situation. I feel like would happen. the chances of me being in that situation are probably
Mhm.
higher. I mean, you hear all the time they say like keep it spicy, whatever the fuck. I feel like if we've already been together, there's got to be a mutual boredom, or somebody's got to figure out that the other one's bored. Somebody's gonna figure out like your toes aren't curling
Hey, you're
the same
doing
way,
all that, and
or you're like someone's gonna notice that the other one is not there anymore, and then that's just a testament to your relationship in general. Like,
yeah,
how long have you guys really been together? How long have you guys really been doing this? Are you guys just fucking?
yeah.
Like, does it matter? Or like, you know what I mean? So
I feel like it goes back to communication, like you were saying.
But
like,
if you're,
I would talk about
but
it.
if I'm just meeting somebody and we're learning each other's sexual language, and I realize that you're boring, or you realize I'm boring, whatever it is, that's a conversation that's like, this is either gonna go great or it's not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's really no work there, because yeah, I like you, and yes, like it's cool, but at the end of the day, like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Sex plays a huge part of anybody's relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if we could be, I've got a lot of friends. We can hang out. I got a lot of friends I don't fuck that I can hang out with. But if I'm choosing to fuck you and hang out with you, and now we're at the place where like, that you want to do some shit that I'm not down for, cool, we can just stop fucking.
Yeah.
Because it's early enough where like, cool, we've gotten to this point where we figured out, oh, this is going to be this is why we shouldn't have started doing this. Like that to me is a different conversation than we've been fucking and now I'm bored.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to communication, because if you're into some shit that you think would be red flaggy or somebody wouldn't be into, I think that's something that you should tell somebody off the jump.
Yeah.
Like, if it's going to be a deal breaker for you, that's something that you should have communicated to them so they can go in with it knowing, okay, this is something they like. This is something that like, I feel like that's why some people be saying like those like way out of bounds, like things they say don't say on first dates, or like TMI, because it's like, fuck it, I'm finna just tell you this shit now. So if you want to fucking run or go away, you can, and if not, you stay. You might be with it, and let's see some more. So it's like, but I feel like nowadays it's a lack of communication, and I feel like it's because people learning they fake little sexual shit from. Everybody thinks they're a bad bitch and their shit is wet and smells like water, and niggas is out here on drugs thinking they got the best dick, and you're out here giving out
mediocre dick
because you're on one. You're either drunk on drugs, or you're sober and your diet sucks and you eat McDonald's fucking 2 for $5s to survive. So your blood circulation sucks, and so does your sex. So women too. Okay, if your tongue is white, put it back in your mouth, please. I'm just saying.
That threw me off.
I'm just saying.
That threw me off so much.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that threw me off.
Shout out to the white tongue bitches.
No shout out to the white tongue bitches.
Hey,
because
right now. No. Mine's is not white, thanks. and I found out that that's the like toxins like leaving your body. Yeah. So I was like, no wonder it's like the hot Cheeto bitches and the top ramen.
I read something when I was younger. I don't know how true it is. I didn't look into it as an adult, but about the line in your tongue. That the line in your tongue means something bad. And really? I was like, but there's so many people that have lines in their tongue, and there's so many people that don't have lines in their tongue. I don't know, but but I read something about that too. It has something to do with your diet. But I mean, whatever. Your body is constantly showing you, stop that shit, but we don't be listening. You know, regardless, our bodies are constantly telling us to stop.
Yeah, the more and more I listen to my body, the more and more it treats me right, and it tells me exactly what I need to know. So I'd be like, wow, this is life. We're one.
I be listening sometimes, but then she be like asking for shit that I don't want to do. So like,
she be like run around the block.
I'm like, nah, do that. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm tired.
And like, cause like, you know, my spirit and my mind don't really get along. Right. So like, my mind be like, bitch, and my spirit be like, baby girl, it's okay. You know, so stay in the bed. It's okay. You can eat that bowl of cereal right now at 2:30 in the morning.
See, my spirit.
And my mind be like, bitch, get up and do some push-ups. Go drink you some matcha. Get you some ginger. Drink some water. Go take them dogs for a walk. You get you some steps. My
you know,
spirit be like,
my
this bed
spirit is
comfy.
like, we outside. We finna go do hella shit. We finna look cute. We finna go here.
No,
We
my
finna go do
spirit
there.
is lazy.
And then the real me is like, shit. I'm finna lay in the bed because I'm tired.
No, my spirit isn't even trying to turn up. That's how real it is. And my spirit is like, and my mind is like, we finna go out. My spirit is telling me, stay indoors.
No, my spirit
It costs $100 to go outside.
200.
Stay at 200 now because of inflation. Stay gas is
300.
400 to just go to
Outside.
Lamert.
Mhm.
Even when I'm offered free things like breakfast, I still was like, gas, traveling.
I might want a coffee.
I'm gonna eat something on the way. I'm gonna stop for a snack.
Come on, spend about $25, $30
On the
before I
way.
even get there.
It's but nonetheless, I'm
It's a struggle.
thankful. I'm here. We're alive. We're breathing. But it's expensive to do regular things.
Mhm.
And y'all still, like I've been saying for like 3 years, y'all niggas won't stop moving here. And shit's expensive.
Don't move to Inglewood.
Stop
goddamn
moving to
it.
Inglewood. Stop moving to LA. Move to the Valley.
Don't even do that.
No, move to the Valley. Don't
Go
move out
move
here.
to Sun City and
What's Sun City?
It's way out in
Not,
the damn desert.
nah, that's
Go
the
move
devil's
out
butt
there.
crack. No.
Go
We're not doing that.
gentrify that.
No, it already was gentrified and then closed down and then and then came back.
Right, the Salton,
Yeah.
Salton Sea out
The
there.
Salton Sea with all the spiders and shit too. Yeah, shout out to them. Go see them. Don't move here. I think that's it. I think we're out of time.
Right. In other news, shout out to our lost amigo,
Right.
Dr. Perry J in the comments.
Yes.
J Dub, whatever the heck else that says.
Yeah.
He had a nice little story I'll read real
Oh,
quick.
he had a story?
Yeah,
Oh
story.
shit, story time.
Let's see.
Because Granny can't read.
I got you. All
Can't
right.
see
He
that.
said to the answer to the question about the girlfriend not fulfilling his needs, he said, well, I'd have to consider what my needs are. And after that conversation, we would have to further figure out what and why she ain't fulfilling them. But it depends on my needs, because let's say I want her to give me some sloppy toppy, and she gives me just basic top.
Not
Then I
basic.
think
Not basic, right? Just basic.
then I think she may be giving somebody else better dome, because if I'm with her to the point that it's that serious.
That's how niggas think.
That
Somebody getting that good
think
head
about
and
who
it
we're
ain't
talking
me.
to.
Right.
As
She
well.
started
The
off
Leo.
right, and now I'm like, why are we here?
Or, I mean, so
Wow.
you might have got regular fucking sloppy because your balls smelled.
Ah, don't do my nigga JB like that.
Oh, I didn't mean like JP. I just meant in general that you might not get A1 dome if you stink.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're giving me fresh shower dick and fucking gym dick or just post day dick, you might not get the same level of sloppy toppy than you would if it was fresh dick.
Post-gym
Just
dick.
like y'all niggas are not finna fucking eat all the groceries and everything that it entails after the gym. Some of y'all niggas are nasty and will.
Shout out
But
to
a
the
lot of
nasty
you,
niggas that do.
a lot of you motherfuckers be like, "Go take a shower and bring me the fresh showered pussy." It's the same thing. Y'all are gonna go nuts when the fruit is clean.
My pussy
Ain't nobody
pink.
trying to eat a
My
dirty
booty
hot
hole
dog.
brown.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
and also, I don't know. I think talking specifically about fucking head, there can be a lot of reasons why
Oh,
you're not
and
getting
another
great head.
thing.
Yeah, because there can be a lot of reasons. Because if I'm mad at you,
I'm like, he done turned me up again.
yeah, if
Time
I'm
to
mad
go.
at you, I'm not giving you fucking great dick.
I was
I mean,
like,
great
let me count
head.
the ways. If you don't ever give me no head, if your shit is weak,
If we're fighting,
I will intentionally and specifically not give you no sloppy yoppy toppy
Exactly.
toppy because I'm gonna act dumb as hell. What do you mean?
right?
I get no.
Not-
And you ain't gonna know the damn difference because y'all stupid as hell.
Y'all fucking chickens.
And
down.
guess what? Somebody did get the sloppy toppy yoppy yoppy, okay? And it wasn't the fuck you.
Not the JP because it's the way you was getting angry.
No,
Not
I'm just
talking to
saying
him.
because Well, because niggas be pressed about,
Niggas
Getting
be
their dick
pressed in
sucked.
general.
and it's like, yeah, they do be pressed, but then it's like the dick sucking, that's a whole other thing. And then I'm like, then it makes me think, do women really suck that bad, and they give men a hard time about getting it, that they have to be this pressed
It's
about
because these
it?
men are giving better head than we are. But that's another conversation. Also,
That made my stomach hurt.
that's what I think. Because what are you comparing it to?
Your homies is
You
doing it
compa-
better than me.
You comparing it to your homies because you so concerned.
Damn.
You be showing your homie videos of you getting a dick suck, and he be watching your dick, boy. Too hard.
Mm.
He be watching you. Like, ooh, he moaning.
Shut.
Hey, but look, I'm just the messenger, okay? Yeah, well, like when niggas be talking about
See, exactly. You have to earn sloppy toppy.
period. Just
Period.
getting that off the rip.
Some niggas are yelling, but
You can't do that. You can't.
should we? Okay, should we do five? Nah.
No, we're finna get it.
No, we're
Then
not
finna
that.
get
Okay,
Dr.
we're gonna
Perry
do-
J
yeah, okay.
started.
We'll say that. We'll say that for
We'll
when he
save
comes
it
back.
for you, Dr. Perry J.
Yeah. I think that's it. Sloppy
Yeah,
toppy.
we-
Y'all gotta
we-
earn sloppy toppy. Y'all gotta stop worrying about them teaching gender in schools. If somebody's not meeting your sexual standards, nigga, say something. Make some moves. Be a man. Be a woman.
Go
Come to
suck
them.
that dick,
Go
girl.
suck that dick. Go eat that puss. Stop fucking playing out here. Stop paying too much attention to the internet. The internet is real. Also, it's fake. And what did we
And,
say?
If you see me posting some feet pics or some sitting on some birthday cakes, like, subscribe, and share. You feel me?
And if we fighting, I'm swiping.
Hey.
So shout out to whoever, even though I
right.
don't be out here doing that.
T-shirts
We
coming
fighting,
soon.
I'm swiping.
Yeah, I'm finna make sure.
T-shirts coming soon.
See y'all on the flip side. You got
First and
15
third
minutes.
Wednesdays, approximately 8 p.m.
Approximately.
Tap in.
Yeah.
CPT time is real,
Yeah.
y'all. Y'all already know.
You already know.
And hopefully we'll have our boy Dr. Perry J back in
Yep.
the house
Shout out
next
to
week.
Baxter. He woke up to say
Yeah,
bye to
shout out
everybody.
to Baxter Beans, the ridiculous light skin over here.
Right. Shout out to Dion the director,
Yeah,
per
yes,
usual,
Dion the
behind the ones and
director.
twos. And that's it. I think
Till
we're
we
out.
meet again, I'm
Yeah.
Joycelyn Brown.
And I'm Gina Sanchez.
And this has been
You got 15 minutes. Well,
Well,
splash.
Bam, 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 Keep going, y'all. Keep going, y'all.
Midnight. Oh wait, no.
Whoa,
you're gonna
whoa,
get
you're
too
big.
excited. Yeah, and he's like, she's gonna.
He's
bet
like,
me?
it's a song.
And we're off.